Hello, everybody. This video, I'm just going to talk about South Korea. Most of you involved in the game know that South Korea has been a pretty powerful force, like as a community and the country itself going up, crazy. Number two, as far as overall price, I think it's $33 or something like that now, a tile. I have an interesting. Okay, before I get into it, I just want to say one thing. My comments are not like stereotypical or racial or anything like that. I actually been living in Asia for 20 years, so I just have an opinion about the Korean force as gamers. There's no other tone involved, just to let you know. The and in the beginning of the game, I've been hurt. I've had projects destroyed by people holding the Korean flag, the South Korean flag. And two of my major projects, one tile city and one tile district, were beautiful with hundreds and hundreds of single tiles, all very beautiful. And someone came in and just bought all around them in one solid block and screwed both of them up. And I was crushed. And it is a South Korean. Their name, their properties, and their name is written in Korean. So, but I'm not blaming the group or anything like that. It's just it happened to me about 5 times. Now, what does that say? That says that the South Koreans are powerful and they're very heavily involved in the game, and they're buying a lot of tiles and they're screwing up people's projects, intentionally or not intentionally. I don't know. One was intentional. To me, looks straight up intentional. The way that the tiles were bought, it looked like, that's a pretty place, a pretty island. I'm gonna screw it up really bad. And I guess it's gonna happen. And it hasn't just been South Koreans. I mean, there was a Thailand, Thai flag, and some other people that have done it. When I was building Oz, I did this cool Munchkin land, and I had over 150 single tiles, and there was, I think 200 spots, and someone just came in and bought the rest, and it was gonna look really pretty when it finished, but if you don't pre-buy a certain area, then you have it's your own fault. You're basically setting yourself up for failure or to get, destroyed. Now, let's go into South Korea. So South Korea, they have a group. It's called Mega. It's called Team Mega. Okay, Team Mega. And there is a large group of people involved in this. And so far, from what I see, they've created 3 cities. They created the K City in Georgia, and that is a city that will represent Korean culture. Then they built capital city. They call it the capital city in Azerbaijan, and they are I think that'll be try to be an international capital city, but it's the capital city of their mega group. And I think they have intentions of building a lot of cities. So expect the cheaper countries at some point to skyrocket. Now, I want to tell you something. I had this project. Now, again, this is another project that basically destroyed because of the South Korean thing. But I'm not blaming them. It's just how it happened. I created this. I bought one plot there, and then I was drawing how I'm going to set up this area in Suriname. and I was gonna put in a few hundred tiles for this musical islands project, and I'm trying to decide which goes on which musical genre goes on which island, and I haven't decided. And I was one day away. Like I should have done it 2 days before, and then it went from 60 cents to like $1.40 in like a day and a half. And I'm just like, I can't do that project now. But the thing is like, for someone who wants Earth 2 to be something huge, the Koreans are doing it, and they're helping us, and I have nothing but love for that. The more they're dedicated building things, making it great, the better Earth 2 is going to be, and the more people will see it's for real. Like when there's just like massive cool studios and massive groups. I mean, especially if South Korea just keeps skyrocketing. They have 100,000 people in South Korea. Just totally, they're gonna keep it afloat in certain areas. And hopefully other people see that, and other countries see that and come in. Now, other countries that are coming in, they're gonna be totally late to the party. But I think there's going to be room for marketplace buys with all these sleepers, these people that are just bought tiles, and they're gonna have to sell them a discount for competitiveness and stuff like that. So, and then let me go back to the South Korean cities, and then the third one, the one that the Suriname thing was. That was the third one, and that's Dangun, Dangun Twin Cities. It's Dangun 2. It's two cities on a river, one in Suriname and one in Guyana. And it's a brilliant idea, like that city is going to be one of the main cities in the game for sure. You have two big cities sitting on a river. And what's happened already, and I was going to put a one tile nation district in there, but it's already like 160 a tile. And for what I do when I put in a one tile city and buy in this area, I mean, it would cost $300, $400, $500 to do, like, just to take a whole area and make it one tile, and that's expensive. And I'm a little hesitant right now with Earth 2. If they have some solid updates and some solid proof that this game is on track, then yeah, I'll do it. But right now it's, and we have this other project called the District Games, which is really cool, and we haven't shared it with anybody really. Briefly, we did some buying on a Twitch stream where people can see it, but it's basically a collection of like 52 cities, small cities, but we'll get to that later. So I had this idea for the South Koreans. I was like, I don't know culturally how they would feel about this, but one of my comments once was like, dude, it'd be cool if like South Korea built a massive mega city in North Korea and basically like took it back. I mean, that's a cool idea, because in Earth 2 you can do that. Like, they could just buy out the whole border, buy out the main city, the capital city of North Korea, and turn it into a massive South Korean mega city. I don't know. They still could. Maybe that's a plan, or maybe there's a reason culturally why they don't want to do that. I don't know. I don't know enough about that. But yeah, so where I heard people commenting and like people's opinions, like maybe buying at the bottom of the game is not good, or the confidence of the whole game being being bought up. But I think I like it. Like, I love what South Korea is doing, and I'm supportive. I wish that I had gotten in when they were building the city and I could help out. Maybe I'll get in on the next one. And I think that each city that they do, each project they do is going to be a big project. I mean, watching, you haven't seen anything like that in the game. Like, I mean, maybe in the beginning of the game when I wasn't here, I came in the middle to end of January, so like I didn't see the massive surges in countries. But what you saw with Suriname, where you see $80,000 in like a day, and the price go from 60 to like 140, it's crazy. And I believe that is going to happen to a few more countries at the bottom of the game, within the next, especially if they drop stuff. And with jewels, they did a bump in jewels yesterday. I'm going to do a video about that right after this. Because, wow, why did they do that? I mean, I like it, of course, but, like, I have my opinions on jewels. So, again, I just want to say, I'm very supportive of South Korea and Team Mega and everything that they're doing, and I'm actually like to be involved more with what they're doing. And good luck to them, and I think it's great for the game. I don't like my projects being destroyed, but I know it's not their fault. I mean, it's just people, just trying to do something. I had this lighthouse island for One Tile Nation. Has these one tile islands. There's a ton of them. If you want to be involved, just look up One Tile Nation on Discord. And we had Lighthouse Island, and it was full. And it was in the middle of nowhere. And a South Korean came and bought all the way around it, and then bought like a row, and bought another island nearby, and like basically took it over. And I'm like, dude, anyway. Okay, that's it. On that note, go check out Team Mega and their cities in Azerbaijan, Georgia, and on the Suriname and Guyana border. And I'm sure there's more coming. And Amy, too, from that group has been very nice. And maybe I'll do an interview with her. Okay, see you.